Welcome to Stratfor's podcast series, designed to bring you concise updates on the most important global developments of the day.
Hello, I'm Colin Chapman. It's survived 2 world wars and the Holocaust. It's provided a safe haven for the funds salted away by all kinds of dodgy people, from Nazis to African dictators, to name but 2 examples. It's also enabled many of the world's wealthiest people, along with not a few of those who are just quite well off, to shelter their income from taxation. I refer, of course, to the Swiss bank account, operated under conditions of absolute discretion and secrecy. Now, as a result of a landmark court judgment in the United States, the numbered Swiss bank account is under threat, and with it has been the bulwark of the Alpine European country's economy since the Middle Ages. Events have been moving rapidly this week. First, ahead of a US Senate subcommittee hearing next Tuesday, UBS, Switzerland's largest bank, admitted to conspiring to defraud the United States Internal Revenue Service and agreed to pay back $780 million to settle a federal investigation into its activities. It also agreed to divulge the names of 250 of the 19,000 bank account holders examined by prosecutors. But then, just 1 day later, the Justice Department has sued UBS in the Miami court to obtain access to 52,000 accounts in the Swiss bank held by US citizens. The Justice Department says it's determined to ferret out these names. The Bern government has been trying to reassure both the Swiss people and the international financial community that banking security remains intact. But Ben Stein, a senior fellow at the Council on Foreign Relations in Washington, has already argued that banking secrecy in Switzerland has been dealt a severe blow, and the European Union is hot on the trail, planning to use the US case as a precedent for its members to gain access to their citizens' bank accounts. But the Swiss won't give up without a fight. When, years ago, I worked for the BBC, I remember being arrested by a diligent Swiss policeman for having my film crew take pictures of the driver of an Alfa Romeo with Italian number plates carrying 2 very heavy suitcases into a Swiss bank. It's illegal to take pictures of even the outside of a Swiss bank, I was told. And I remember the case of Mohammed Kidder, one-time head of the Free Algerian movement when Algeria was under French rule. He shrewdly banked the movement's not insubstantial funds in the UBS. But then he was assassinated, and his successors in the movement were unable either to trace or obtain the missing millions. It's probably still in the banks today. Still, the events of the past week, while shaking the buttoned-up Swiss, will also send a shudder through some of the capitals of Africa and Latin America, where politicians and others will wonder for how much longer the secrets of their corruption will remain intact. I'm Colin Chapman at Stratfor. Thanks for joining me today. Have a good weekend.
This has been a presentation of Strategic Forecasting Incorporated. Please be sure to visit us at stratfor.com for access to more predictive, insightful global intelligence.